Wow, it's a hot day out. Anyway, we're pouring the motor on this old classic 1968 Nova. I'm going to show you how to pour a small box Chevy, and hopefully it's helpful. This is very insightful because half the stuff's off of it. I explain everything in detail. Let's jump into the video. What you want to do is get underneath the car. Make sure it's jacked up and safe. Put you a temporary jack under your transmission, because this isn't about pouring the transmission with the engine. Now, you will have torque converter bolts right here. You will need to get them out, and when you got them all out of the torque converter, it will spin and this will stay stationary. Now you will have bell housing bolts. You can see up in here behind the transmission. They will be located here. Depending on your style of transmission and who put it in will depend how many bolts is in it. Usually 5 or 6. But always be double checking yourself. This one's easy enough to get to. This has 2 in it. Whoever installed this motor just left us 2 bell housing bolts. Also, you will have your manifolds. You can leave these in the car, just undo them and set them to the side, or you can just pull them out, put you some headers on. Then you'll have an engine mount bolt. And that's what that big thing is with the bolt out. It will have a nut on it. Whoever set this motor down here in here just shoved some bolts in it with no nuts. Gonna be easy enough to pull. You may want to pull your distributor out here. I got a video on that. Not a computer, but I got a video on pulling that out just to keep it from busting when you tilt the motor up to yank it out. Also, pull your radiator out. Don't chance it. They're simple enough to pull out. Undo your radiator hoses and any wiring harness that may be hooked up to your engine, you know. Also, undo your starter cables and wires and everything. These are a mess, so I might actually pull the motor up, then disconnect them. But we shall see. Now I'm going to undo my last 2 transmission bolts and load the cherry picker out over here, lift up on the engine, and to get ready to pull it. I also got to pull the radiator. Shouldn't forget about that. So I got the transmission bolts out. That one on this side was not the right bolt, and it was cross-threaded, and it was a pain in the ass. 30 minutes later, that one bolt finally came out. Now I'm going to get the cherry picker and move it over in here. We got the radiator out and everything. Now this is where you want to double check yourself, because you don't want to be yanking on this with the cherry picker and trying to get this out and something else be holding you. So double, triple check everything. You don't know how many motors I pulled and it just don't want to come, and I just forget that there's a bolt somewhere. So I double checked everything, triple check it just in case, but I'm pretty sure we got them all. Also, depending on what you do, and you might have to remove the hood, we might can get this out without doing that. We'll see. That's part of the transmission, because it was still bolted on that side. That side was already cracked. That's an old crack. You can tell by how it was. That's probably when it got put down in that one is, but that's fresh. So, but it's still got plenty more bolts holding in. It'll be fine. That's more of a dust cover anyway. Inside is what matters. That's what matters the most. I'm actually probably change that transmission. I'm not sure. The transmission fluid smells burnt in it. It might have all the gears, it might not. Let me know what you think. 350 turbo maybe? 400? 2-speed power glide? 5-speed? I want to know. So hopefully you found this video helpful. I got the 307 sitting here now. I'm going to let it down, put it on a tire, cover it up because it's getting ready to storm. Put the hood back on the Nova and call it a day. But that's how you pull an engine. Just double check yourself. Take your time. Make sure your wires and all disconnected. Just use some common sense and safety. You'll be fine.